welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be going over percussion therapy or how to use a massage gun tool. So I know all of us have seen one of these before. It is a massage gun. This one in particular is by Hyperice, a great brand. This one is the Pro. As you know, when you buy a massage gun, it comes with different head attachments. So for instance, there's 5 different ones that come with this one. This one is a flat head, but it's a softer cushion at the top. This one is also a flat head, except this one is a bit more sturdy and you can't press into it. This one is more what they call a wishbone. This one is a pressure point or trigger point head attachment. And I dropped one. And this one will be the ball. So we're going to show you how to utilize all of these properly today. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. So the first head attachment that we're going to go over is going to be the wishbone attachment. Now, if you're not familiar with how to properly use one of these, what you want to do first is, of course, insert your attachment. All you have to do is literally plug it into the hole, good to go. Power button's underneath the gun, turn it on, lights come on so you know it's activated. On the back here, there's a few different speeds as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After that, it goes back down to 1. The higher you raise it, the faster the percussion is going to go. So as you can see here, it's going a little slower. If you speed it up and do the different speeds, it goes a lot faster. Just a rule of thumb. So the wishbone attachment is primarily used for the traps here, going along and down the spine. It's also great to use on your calf muscles and around that shin area as well. And even if you want to touch down here on your Achilles. So like I said, it's perfect for your calves. So I'll turn up the intensity. What you want to do is find your calf muscle and then go up and down along it. The same thing. The harder you press into your muscle, the deeper the percussion is going to go, which is going to alleviate those muscle tensions and tightness. It may be a little uncomfortable first, but try to breathe through it. Again, like I said, it's good for the calf muscles. You can also use it for your traps right here on the side of the neck, both sides, so you can see again. You just make sure the muscle is in between the 2 prongs here, and then you just apply it to the muscle. The next 2 attachments that we're going to be going over is going to be the regular flathead and then the cushion flathead. The difference between the 2 is you can see, besides one's a little bit bigger, this one, it doesn't press in. So if you press on it, it stays firm. This one, if you press down into it, it has kind of like a cushion or a suction cup to it, which makes it a little less intense on the muscles. So they both are great for large muscle groups such as the quads, the chest, the calves, the legs, and the back muscles as well. If you're extremely sore, I would suggest starting with this one. But if you're used to a little bit of more tension in the muscles and you want to relieve it a little bit faster, I would suggest using the regular flathead. Now, like I said, when prepping to use your percussion tool, if you're changing the heads out, all you literally do is just pull and it comes right out. You attach the head that you will like. Again, this one is the flat head that is a little bit more intense and hard. Again, you push it in, figure out what intensity that you want, turn your gun on, and then you just go ahead and start massaging. Again, it works the same, essentially as foam rolling. You want to find a tight spot and then kind of let the gun just sit there and start to push against the fascia to release those tension. So again, like I said, it's extremely good for large muscle groups, more of like the legs, the quads, the hamstrings back here. You can also do that. If you also would like, you can also use it on your calf muscles as well, if you have extremely tight calves. Again, like I said, the flathead without the cushion is a little bit more intense, but it essentially does the same thing. I always remember when changing your head out, Go ahead and power the gun back down. Just pull the head out and then insert the head that you want. Just push, press, and then turn back on. Oops, malfunction. Ha! Let's try this again. So what you want to do is have your gun, have your attachment, push, press it in, and then good to go. And again, you can use it on your chest, your shoulders, or any other spot on your body. Again, like I said, the cushion tip is a little less intense. So if you still want a good stretch, I would suggest using this head as opposed to the flat head if you're not used to the tension. Again, once you find a tight spot, you just hold it, let the gun do the work, and you just breathe through it. So slow, deep breaths are also important. A little bit more quad, a little bit more hamstring, and a little bit of calf muscle. It's also really good for you to use on your feet if anybody suffers from plantar fasciitis. The next attachment that we're going to be going over is going to be the ball attachment. This one is also good for extremely large muscle groups, the back, the chest, the legs, or anything like that. Again, same attachment. Just push it through and then turn it on. And this one's a little bit more rounded, so it's a smoother glide down the muscle versus it being as intense with the flat head. But you can still use it for the same muscle groups. Some people like to use it right here in the cup of the shoulder, just because it's a ball and it'll fit in there a little bit better. And good. Once you find a tight spot, just hold it there for a little second. And that's it. Remember to power it back down. And the final attachment that we're going to be using today is a trigger point one. This is great for deep tissue or areas that are harder to reach, as far as the superficial, not the superficial muscles, the muscles that can't be seen. So it's going to dig a lot deeper. As you can see, the tip is pointed, so it's going to be a lot more intense. It's going to dig into that muscle a lot harder. I would suggest using this if you're more of an advanced person that's used to percussion therapy. And if you are a beginner, you're going to use it, I would just suggest you using it on the first one. But again, a lot of people like to use it for their hands. Warm up them hands. Some people like to dig it into the shoulder right there into the girdle. I know that's a tight spot for a lot of people. And then some people like to also use it on the calf muscles. Like I said, it has the pointed tip, so it's going to be a little bit more intense, but just breathe through it. And again, once you find a tight spot, you want to press and just hold. And that concludes our video for today. Hopefully you learned something new. If you own a massage gun and you're looking for a massage gun routine that you can do based on your body part or whatever type of workout you did today, feel free to contact me and I can get some information to you. But until next time, y'all keep doing y'all thing. Holler at y'all later. Peace.